and we'd like to welcome you to what should be an outstanding game here today as the wild card round continues with AFC North rivals going at it. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Take a look at the bracket in the AFC. The Los Angeles Chargers have already advanced to the divisional round. If the Baltimore Ravens win this game, they will face the Los Angeles Chargers next week. But if the Pittsburgh Steelers win, they will go against Buffalo in the divisional round. And we are ready for kickoff here between the Steelers and the Ravens. These two teams just played each other last week. The Steelers won that game. The Ravens looking for the revenge here today. And how about that start as the Steelers absolutely blow up the Ravens running back in the backfield, losing 3 yards. My goodness, completely stonewalled as the Steelers know exactly where the football was going. Not a good start for the Ravens offense. The Ravens have already lost twice to the Steelers this year. Second down, the pass over the middle is complete for the first down into Steelers territory. And he is still going. He's in the clear inside the 30. Can they catch him? Being chased, and he will score. Touchdown, 68 yards, and the Ravens are off to a hot start in this one. Well, in the first two meetings of the season between these two teams, the Steelers were the team that scored first, but here today the Ravens score first. And what a play to start this game, going 68 yards. And that's exactly the start that the Baltimore Ravens needed. Alright, the extra point is up, and it is good. 7-0. What a start for the Baltimore Ravens in this game. And now the Steelers will get the ball. Pretty crazy that the Steelers are in this position. They started the season 0-4, but they won 5 of their last 6 games, including 2 against Baltimore, to make the postseason. And now they're facing off against the Baltimore Ravens, as now there he goes! What a crazy start to this game! Past the 40, to the 30, and finally brought down a gain of 40 yards. An electric start to this game. Absolutely. What a crazy start to this game as he's able to find a receiver on the left side of the field. Couple broken tackles. And just like that, he is in the clear. Luckily, the Ravens defenders are pretty quick and able to catch up to him. But a big play nonetheless for the Pittsburgh Steelers. First down as the Steelers are looking to tie the game. This pass to the right side of the field is complete, but brought down at the 21-yard line. You got the Ravens trying to not miss a bunch of tackles like they did on the last play. See what happens. We are expecting this to be a high-scoring game, as when these two teams played each other last week, it ended 30-28. This pass is intercepted, and the Ravens get a huge takeaway early in this game. Well, I think this is just a little bit of a misfire by the Steelers quarterback. Or I don't even know if it was a misfire. I think he actually did intend to throw that football, but it's just such a dangerous throw. There's so many bodies there, and it's always risky when you throw into a bunch of bodies. Again, I've said this before, but I would rather have a one-on-one matchup than a 2-on-2 or even a 3-on-3 matchup. And that was what? That was like 4-on-3, so definitely not the matchup that the Steelers wanted. And the Ravens off to a big start in this game as they try to defeat the Steelers finally. Ravens are hoping the third time is the charm. So hard to defeat a team 3 times in a season. Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, it's hard to defeat a team twice in a season. The Steelers have already done that, but off to a slow start here against a very good Ravens team. Second down and 6. Pressure gets rid of it, and it's intercepted! And the Ravens give the ball right back to the Steelers. Well, the Steelers defender right there able to force a bad throw as the Ravens quarterback panicked in the pocket. Probably should have just thrown the football out of bounds, or heck, even take the sack. But instead, he just throws up a desperation ball, and it's a huge mistake. And now the Steelers get the ball right back and a chance to tie this game. My goodness. What a crazy start to this game. As now the Steelers will try to tie the game as he's inside the 10. We'll get it to the 6-yard line and pick up a 17 yards. Yeah, this has definitely been a wild start to this game. As you see, great pass over the middle right there and able to connect with his receiver and get the first down. First and goal. The pass to the right side of the field is complete for the touchdown and an extra point away from tying the game. Yeah, just an easy pass to the corner of the end zone. We are seeing a trend so far in these playoffs. There's been a lot of high-scoring games so far and lots of touchdowns. This is the third game of the playoffs, and so far there's been a lot of scoring in every game. Extra point is off the upright, and it goes through. So the Steelers do tie the game at 7. A crazy start to this game. Each team throwing an interception, and each team scoring a touchdown. Now let's see what the Ravens can do on this possession. They will only get about a half a yard there on the run. Yeah, not much there via the running game. Expect the Ravens to be very pass-heavy in this game. Same with the Steelers. Second down, the pass over the middle is complete. He gets the first down past midfield, and a 20-yard gain as he will take it to the 43-yard line. My goodness, the Ravens offense, again, the receiving core very fast. They got very speedy receivers. Luckily for the Steelers, he's able to make the tackle, because if that tackle wasn't made, he could have potentially been gone, kind of like what we saw on the opening drive. First down and 10. He's got lots of time. Now he finds an open receiver. Past the 30. There he goes. Forced out of bounds at around the 27-yard line. A great protection from the offensive line gives the quarterback a lot of time to survey the field and able to find a receiver and pick up the first down. First and 10. As we inch our way closer to the end of the first quarter, this pass is complete. Tackled right away at around the 19-yard line. A good job by the Steelers to prevent any yards after the catch right there. See, good open field tackle at the 20-yard line. And we are at the end of the first quarter. It's been a very entertaining game so far between the Steelers and the Ravens. Right, about to start the second quarter. Second down and 2 for the Ravens. They will run the ball, and he will get the first down, picking up 3 yards. Yeah, the Ravens, I like the balance so far between run and pass. Obviously, they've passed the ball more because that's what's been more successful for them. But they're not trying to abandon the running game, which I do like. First down. He waits. Now he fires, and it is complete inside the 5, and he will take it in. And the Ravens retake the lead. Good way to start the second quarter. Great protection once again from the offensive line. Protection does collapse, but able to find a receiver in time, and he takes it in for the touchdown in a very entertaining game here in this AFC wildcard battle. Extra point is good. The Ravens take a 7-point lead, 14-7. When these two teams played last week, it was back and forth, and so far it's been back and forth in this one. Both these teams trading touchdowns and trading interceptions as well. 14-7. Let's see how the Steelers can respond at their own 32-yard line. They will throw it over the middle, and it's complete for the first down and a pickup of 11 yards. On paper, the Ravens do have the better offense, so it's very important for the Steelers to keep up with this Ravens offense. First down, here is the run. That will only go for 3 yards. Yeah, Steelers also trying to get a running game going, but obviously both these teams way better at passing the football. Second down and 7. Ravens bringing pressure. He needs to get rid of it. He does. He finds an open receiver for the first down to the 35-yard line and a pickup of 19 yards as we have 2 minutes to go in this first half. A good job by the Steelers quarterback to get rid of the football, making sure it's also an accurate pass as he definitely saw the pressure coming. This first down play will be completed for 7 yards at across the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Second down and 3, the run up the middle as he will power his way through but not quite enough for the first down, so it will be a third down situation upcoming for the Steelers. A nice second effort right there, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd and 1. Here is the run, and it depends on the spot. I believe he got it, but it's very close. Right on that 25-yard line. And he did get the first down. Geez, by like an inch. So the Steelers reset the chains. First down, the pass is complete inside the 15 and forced out of bounds at around the 14-yard line. The Steelers, this is a pretty efficient drive as they're looking to tie the game here. It's a very good Baltimore Ravens team. First down, the pressure is coming, and he gets rid of it, but it falls incomplete. A pretty good defensive coverage this time by the Ravens. Not really any receiver open. There was one at the very end, but too late as the quarterback already had to get rid of the football. 2nd and 10. He waits, he fires, and it is complete as he'll be wrestled down at the 7-yard line, a pickup of 7 yards. Yeah, good job by the Ravens. Even though they did allow the completion, making sure that there was no yards after the catch, and another third down situation here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3rd down and 3. He fires, and it is caught for the touchdown. And the Steelers once again respond. They certainly do every time the Ravens have scored a touchdown. The Steelers have matched them. And another touchdown in this game, been very high scoring. And extra point goes wide to the right, so they are unable to tie the game. Yeah, that could be a big miss for the kicker. Steelers are going to have to make that up eventually, whether it's a 2-point conversion or a defensive stop at some point in this game. So 50 seconds to go. The Ravens still have time to try to get some points here before halftime, as he is going to fire, and it is complete. Wow, what a stiff arm that was. And a first down past the midfield strike. Yeah, vicious stiff arm right here by the Ravens receiver. So a good pass over the middle and saying, get out of my way. And able to pick up the first down right there. 35 seconds to go in this first half. First down for Baltimore. He throws, and it is complete. And he gets the first down. Good open field tackle to potentially save a touchdown. Yeah, as you know how fast these Ravens receivers are. Once he's in the clear, it's hard to catch up to him. Another stiff arm right there. And a first down. The Ravens are almost in field goal range. That is the goal, to at least try to get some points here before halftime. Especially because the Steelers will get the ball to start the second half. The pass over the middle is complete. And the Ravens will have to call their second timeout as he's brought down at the 25-yard line. Great pass over the middle right there. Both defenses are definitely making adjustments, and definitely feels like there's less running room out there than there was earlier in the game. First down, here is the quick pass. It is complete. Broken tackle inside the 10, and the Ravens call their final timeout. A good play over the middle. Now, if I'm the Ravens, take one shot to the end zone. If it's not there, throw it away and kick the field goal. They got to make sure they don't run out of time here. 9 seconds to go. 1st and goal. And it is caught for the touchdown. And with 4 seconds to go in this first half, the Ravens add on to their lead. A big touchdown right there. Beautiful throw by the quarterback. Perfectly executed. And a huge touchdown before halftime for the Ravens to add on to their lead. Extra point is good, so the Ravens will have an 8-point lead at the halftime mark. A very entertaining game. It feels like whenever these two teams play, it's entertaining. The Ravens, the 3 seed, defeating the Steelers, the 6 seed, at the half. All right, we begin the second half. The Steelers are down by 8, but the good news, they do get the ball to start the second half at their own 36-yard line. First down for Pittsburgh, as he will be pressured but gets rid of it for the first down and a 12-yard gain. Both teams starting to get pressure to the quarterback and able to get rid of football at the very last second. Almost got taken down to the ground right there, but able to get the first down. Here is the run, and that play only able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, not much there on the run. The Ravens have done a very good job from the running defense, not allowing really any big runs in this game. Really, neither team has. 2nd down and 10. This pass is complete. It will be enough for the first down. 2 missed tackles before finally being brought down at the 36-yard line. And the Ravens have missed a bunch of tackles in this game. They gotta be better. See if they can make a defensive play here as the Steelers continue to march down the field. First down at the 36-yard line. He throws, and it is complete over the middle. It's a first down inside the 20, and he will take it for a 19-yard gain to the 17-yard line. See the Steelers quarterback going through his progressions, able to find an open receiver over the middle. He's able to pick up the first down at the 17-yard line. Pretty good drive to start the second half for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers trying to tie the game. Pressure and taken down for the sack. A big sack for the Ravens. We know the Ravens are starting to get more pressure at the quarterback, and you saw that on full display as they're able to take down the quarterback on that play. 2nd down and 16 now, as he will throw it over the middle. It is complete, and they will be 4 yards short of the first down, so it's now going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Steelers at the 11. He waits, pressure, got rid of it, and it's intercepted! And it's the 2nd interception of the game that the Ravens defense is forced. Yeah, big interception right there. As you see, he was about to get taken down for the sack. It was 3rd down, so the Steelers quarterback knew they had to get rid of this football, but unfortunately throws an interception and a big defensive play for the Baltimore defense. So now they have the ball at the 4-yard line. Ravens are going to try to add on to their lead, but they have a long way to go. They certainly do. Steelers definitely have a lot of opportunities here to prevent the Ravens from adding on to their lead. Nice run to start the drive right there. 2nd down and 6. He will fire, and it is complete. Able to get the first down, and there he goes! Past the 30! He is in the clear! What a play for the Ravens! Inside the 40, being chased to the 30, to the 25, and finally brought down a gain of 70 yards. Wow, what a play. As the Ravens completely flipped the field position. They got the interception, they get bad field position, but a huge play that goes for 70 yards. And now the Ravens are in business to make this a 2-score lead and really make it difficult for the Pittsburgh Steelers to come back in this game. 1st down and 10. As he waits, he throws, and it is complete, and somehow able to get away and pick up the first down. Broke away from multiple defenders right there. If the Ravens are able to make this a 2-score lead, they're going to be in very good position here to win this game. They just need to make sure they don't throw a stupid interception here in the red zone, because at this point, they got themselves at least a field goal. This run behind the line of scrimmage, losing a yard. Both teams are really struggling running the football. Something that they got to improve. Really the winner of this game at least, as they potentially progress into the playoffs more. 2nd down and 11. He fires, and it is incomplete. So it will now be 3rd down and 11 for the Ravens. They need to get to the 2-yard line for the first down. It is caught, and he will get it for the touchdown. And the Ravens add on to their lead. Yeah, they certainly do. A wide open receiver over the middle and easily able to get in for the touchdown. That's just blown coverage right there by the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the extra point sails through the uprights. It's now 28-13. Yeah, and the Steelers are in big trouble now, down by 2 scores with only 2 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. Ravens trying to get the revenge on the Pittsburgh Steelers, who they have lost to 2 times already this season. And this will be a completion to end the 3rd quarter, a pickup of 11 yards. As we now head into the 4th quarter, the Ravens trying to punch their ticket to the divisional round. Right, we start the 4th quarter. The Steelers are in desperation mode. First down. He throws, and it is complete, bouncing off of a defender and picking up a first down. What a story it's been for the Pittsburgh Steelers. As I mentioned earlier, they started the season 0-4. They won 5 of their last 6 games. They're hoping that their season does not come to an end here today, as this pass will fall incomplete. Yeah, no one able to make the catch right there. Pretty good coverage from the Ravens defense. The Ravens defense has definitely gone better as this game's gone on. Because early they were allowing a lot of big plays over the middle, but now they've definitely tightened up in the secondary. 2nd and 10, the pass over the middle is complete, and it is a first down and a couple broken tackles inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way to the 10-yard line, a 32-yard gain for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just as I say, the Ravens have tightened up defensively. They allow a big play over the middle. Multiple broken tackles right there. And the Steelers need to score as quickly as possible so they can, have more margin of error defensively when they have to make a defensive stop on the Baltimore Ravens. 1st and goal, the pass is complete, and he will take it in for the touchdown. And the Steelers are still alive. And they certainly are. Assigned the throw towards the corner of the end zone, able to connect with his receiver, bounces off of a defender, and takes that to the house. They could go for 2 now, but they're going to wait to do that on their next possession, if they get a next possession. Oh, he missed the extra point! He missed it! He missed it! And this game will remain a 2-score game. The Steelers kicker with his 2nd missed extra point of the game. Now they have to kick an onside kick, and they don't recover. How costly was that miss? Oh my goodness. The Steelers kicker, very costly in this game, and now it looks like the Steelers are going to come up short. That kick was made. They still would have had a chance to come back, but now it looks like they're not going to be able to, as they need to score twice in the next 2 minutes, and they don't even have the ball right now. 2nd and 8, the pass behind his receiver, as that play falls incomplete. Yeah, unfortunately, unable to connect right there. It's going to be a 3rd down play here for the Ravens. See if the Steelers can get a stop here to at least give themselves a chance. 3rd down and 8, the pressure's coming, and he gets rid of it, and it's complete for the first down. What a play for the Ravens. Still going inside the 20. Can they catch him to the 10? And brought down at the 6, a gain of 40 yards. Big play for the Ravens on 3rd down. Oh my goodness, he was like a millisecond away from getting sacked, but able to get rid of it and finds an open receiver. What a play for the Baltimore offense. Starting to look like the Ravens are going to advance to the next round, and they will face the Los Angeles Chargers. What a matchup that should be. Yeah, both teams very good this season, obviously. 2nd down and goal. And he will throw, and he is wide open. Touchdown! And the Ravens add on to their lead. And at this point, it's impossible for the Pittsburgh Steelers to come back. Yeah, certainly is just a wide open receiver. Bad coverage by the Steelers defense. And it looks like the Baltimore Ravens are finally going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers after losing to them twice in the regular season. But this game, obviously, the most important of the 3. 35-19 with under a minute to go. 56 seconds left of the Pittsburgh Steelers season. And they will throw it over the middle. So it should be a very interesting matchup between the Ravens and the Chargers. The Ravens had a 7-3 record in the regular season. The Chargers with an 8-2 record. The Chargers were in a close game against the Dolphins earlier today. So that game was not a cakewalk for them. But this game wasn't really a cakewalk for the Ravens either, even though the score might indicate that. Yeah, this game is definitely much closer than what the score indicated. 32 seconds to go. Brought down at the 40. And that means that the Bills will face the winner of the Chiefs-Texans game. That game will go tomorrow. That should be interesting. First down for the Steelers. The pass over the middle is complete, and he is still running, but with only 18 seconds to go, the Steelers call their second timeout. Yeah, Steelers really the difference in this game, throwing those 2 interceptions. First interception that they threw didn't end up being that costly because they got the ball right back, but the second interception, throwing a red zone interception, just so costly, and they were not able to recover from that, as they went down by 2 scores after that. And it's another interception! And that will be the knockout punch on this game. Right on cue, the Steelers quarterback throws another interception. This pass is just severely underthrown. Not an accurate ball at all. And the Ravens defense, pretty good performance here in the second half. So the Ravens will run out the clock, and they're going to defeat their division rival here in the first round of the playoffs. As the game officially comes to an end, the Baltimore Ravens get their revenge on the Pittsburgh Steelers as they win by a final score of 35-19. The Ravens get the revenge indeed, and the 3 seed advances to face against the 2 seed in what should be an outstanding matchup next week. Unfortunate loss for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but after week 4, we did not think that they would be in this position, so just to get to the playoffs, definitely a big accomplishment. So the Ravens, as you look at the bracket, they will face the Chargers next week. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills, they will face the winner of tomorrow's Chiefs-Texans game. Hope you guys enjoyed the wildcard games today. Reminder to tune in tomorrow for the conclusion of the wildcard round. We'll have 2 games in the NFC and that Chiefs-Texans matchup in the AFC that I just mentioned. Hope you guys enjoyed the action. The Baltimore Ravens defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers by a score of 35-19. Thanks for watching.